Today, we are going to be stepping right into the heart of the wrestling rumor mill with a question that's got a lot of people talking online. Is international wrestling superstar Stephanie Vaquer actually dating a rising talent in WWE NXT, who many are calling the next Randy Orton? Is this the Randy Orton clone? It sounds wild, right? Well, we are going to be unpacking this speculation that is coming from online chatter. Try to figure out who this NXT Viper might be and to see if there's any smoke to the fire. So buckle up as we dive deep into a very intriguing mystery angle in pro wrestling. Okay, this is a spicy one. Let's get into it. So you may have noticed that Stephanie Vaquer is a pretty freaking big deal in WWE. She's made an initial just absolute crushing momentum drive through the NXT locker room. Now, some new photos have WWE fans wondering if NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer could be dating one of her co-workers. The Dark Angel made her debut last year in NXT alongside fellow international sensation Julia. Since then, Valkyr has been making a remarkable run in the black and gold brand. This has led to her winning her first ever women's North American title and later NXT Women's Champion. Amidst the roaring success that she is experiencing, Valkyr might have found a special person in her life because in a recent social media post, Stephanie Valkyr was spotted with fellow NXT talent Miles Bourne at his family gathering. Now, the duo, they looked happy, which has led to many fans thinking that they may be dating in real life. This belief became even stronger after changes were noticed in Bourne's Instagram account. Did you notice that? And no, by the way, he was not charged with anything. The NXT star, who is jokingly called Randy Orton's son due to his very similar look and style to the WWE legend, has deleted all photos and posts related to his wife. Yeah, here we go. The duo was married in 2023, and even their wedding photos have been wiped off his account. Moreover, Bourne has also covered up his wife's name, which was tattooed on his body, hinting at the end of their relationship. Noticeably, she was absent from the family gathering as well, and Bourne sharing close pictures with Valkyrie, including one with his mother. A major sign of the duo being more than just friends. Now look, Valkyr is a top star in the women's division. She is slated, or by the time you hear this video, had already defended the women's championship against Jordan Grace at Battleground. So, with this piece of information out there, let's break a few things down and let's try to do it in a respectful way. We don't know the reality of this situation, okay? We don't know Bourne is in the process of getting a divorce. We don't know if she left him, he left her. We don't know if Valkyr is actually dating Bourne. It's all speculation. Okay, so don't go to the man's Instagram, don't go to Valkyr's, social media accounts and blast them. You don't know the situation. I don't know the situation. What it appears to be is what it appears to be. Okay. I will say this. Miles Bourne may look like Randy Orton. He may try to be Randy Orton. But newsflash, he's not Randy Orton. I'm sorry. I know. Shocker. I don't think anyone will ever be a Randy Orton. There are once in a lifetime generation type talents that come to his wrestling business. Randy Orton, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker. There are multiple people where it's just the right place at the right time with the right gimmick, with the right mindset. It is opportunity meets preparation. And that is what, in my opinion, separates those from others. That separates the goods from the greats and the greats from the legends. Okay? So I would slow y'all's roll when it comes to comparisons, Miles Bourne to Randy Orton. And with the way that WWE structures its developmental system these days, where anyone and everyone has a 30 or 60 or 90-day contract, let's be real, where anyone and everyone could and can be cut, I wouldn't be blowing any bridges, right? Stephanie Vaquer, what an interesting talent. What a very interesting story. Stephanie Vaquer is someone that made her name down in Mexico. And Stephanie Vaquer had the opportunity to wrestle Mercedes Moné at Forbidden Door. And she had such a great match, and it was that WWE was like, oh, we have to sign her because we know that AEW is about to. Now, this has been done in the past with other stars. Back in the day, we had AEW Dark, which is a program I really, really miss because it gave young AEW talent and it gave independent talents and others opportunities to go out there and shine and get a look. And it wasn't just so AEW could sign them, it was so WWE could sign them, or NWA, or New Japan, or whoever could get a good look and see, okay, this person has this, or I like this quality, or this person's missing this, or this person can improve this. It's all feedback, right? They were squash matches, but it really just, it gave you a good look, okay? I wish they would bring that back. We'll see if they ever do. Stephanie Vaquer was someone who benefited from being on AEW television, feuding with Mercedes Moné while being AAA champion. And so WWE, they saw this match, they saw her performance, they saw her presence, they saw they saw her charisma, and they saw the reaction in which she was getting from the fan base, and they're like, we got to sign her. We need to sign her. We must sign her. And so they did. And they gave her a situation in which she went to developmental to the point where they signed her so fast, she didn't have a chance to vacate her AAA or lose rather her AAA championship. She vacated it. She went straight and did a Mexico tour with WWE that summer. And then she went to NXT, which was a very interesting time because you did have this influx of talent. Okay. You had an influx of international stars, and it was spearheaded by Stephanie Vaquer and Julia. Now, you could make the case that Vaquer didn't have as much star power as, say, a Julia when she first joined WWE. Julia, big name from Japan. She had worked for Stardom. She had worked for New Japan. WWE thought so highly of her that basically she's like, look, I'll sign with you guys. I want to go, but I'm going to help out this new promotion. Okay. And so they did. And she worked there for months after initially signing with WWE. So you had the situation where they both start at the same time, and it's like, okay, who's going to take the top mantle? Who is going to go after it? Who is going to become the breakout star, the big time star, the superstar, the main eventer, the headliner? And while Julia had that initial rush, I think Vaquer has actually surpassed her in popularity. And now, obviously, Julia has already been moved up to the main roster. She is on SmackDown, but very interesting to see how everything has played out.